Hey Sagittarius, it's the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and I am here to do a reading for you for the week of October 31st through November 6th. This is the week of Halloween and Samhain season. So this is, also Day of the Dead, and it's when the veil is at its thinnest and we're able to communicate with the other side, with our spirits, ancestors, passed on friends, family, and loved ones. The most easiest out of the entire span of the year. And it's true. It's happened to me. So it's a really interesting time of the year where we feel the most connected. That said, we've got several decks to go through tonight. Really cool decks having to do with like Day of the Dead and all of that. We're going to start with the Santa Muerte Tarot, Book of the Dead Tarot and Oracle. It's a matching deck. And then Angels and Ancestors. Then we also have Seasons of the Witch and the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck that will clarify the Santa Muerte. I have already pre-shuffled all of these, Sagittarius, but I'm going to go ahead and lay out all of the cards, and then we'll be able to discuss what the messages are coming through. When I was pre-shuffling, the song that came up, it's called Electric by Alana Baraz featuring Khalid. I don't know how you pronounce his name. But I'm not going to go into the detail because I'm trying to keep this a little bit short. Google it, definitely. It's called Electric. It's very slow moving, very loving and sensual and seductive. It's talking about kiss me, we're on fire, babe. Love me, take me to outer space. And interesting, talking about fire. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so it's a lot of passionate fire energy. So you may be feeling hot and heavy with somebody right now, getting into a relationship, that type of feeling. Somebody that just like takes you to that next level. So yeah, and that is very like passionate energy. There's been a lot of fire signs. Oh my gosh. There's been a lot of fire signs coming up. And like a lot of wand energy, if you will, and it's just really interesting. And then what's crazy is this card just came up in the last reading for Aries, so you might want to go look at the Aries reading. But in addition to that, it also came up to with two of the water readings too. And I'm going to tell you right now, it means dealing with water, emotions, feelings. Sometimes your watery feelings, because that's what feelings are, it's more of a water element, can feel passionately fiery, because you're in love or something like that, right? But this is talking about, it's like a warning, to heed your warning. You mess, especially as a fire sign, you mess with water too much, too strongly. Like water can balance things out. It can help cultivate crops and help things grow, but water can also drown people and drown crops as well. So you have to have a good balance with it. That's what that card means. I cannot believe that just came up again. So clearly that's a resonating message for the entire collective during Scorpio season. Scorpio is a water sign. It actually makes a lot of sense, talking about balancing of our emotions. Right now we are currently in eclipse season. And I want to say we're in the middle of Mars retrograde right now too. Mars is a very powerful, fiery planet. And when it's in retrograde, that's like you not being able to control what your emotions are, maybe what you're saying, things like that. Hi. I just had somebody come through. I haven't thought of in a long time. I'm telling you, it's the veil. In the middle of a reading right now. That's crazy. Okay. Direction, guardian, choose your path. Okay, Sagittarius. That's very cool. All right, what is our message from Seasons of the Witch? Right. This is funny. This card has also come up a lot too. Huh. This is number 17. 17 could be significant for you. It's the frog card. This talks about transformation. It's not talking about kissing a bunch of frogs to find your match, even though that is kind of transformative in itself. But this talks about transformation. Like how a frog, in order to become a frog, it goes from a tadpole, water state, all the way to land, which is earth, air, but that transformation in itself, that's fire, it's energy, transforming. So using all the elements, this is really interesting already what your read is shaping up to look like, Sagittarius. All right, we're going to lay these cards out and we'll clarify with the Nightmare Before Christmas. What do we have for Sagittarius, October 31st through the 6th? Here we go. You might be transforming a relationship with somebody. Oh, yes. And as I say that, we've got the Lovers underneath the deck. That's what we're looking at. It's a relationship through and through. Knight of Wands. Okay, that's just the energy going into it. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Thank you. The Emperor. Now, the Emperor's in reverse. This reverse Emperor energy, I think when an Emperor is in reverse, he can be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Indignant, very, my way or the highway. He wants it exactly the way he wants. Controlling is the word I'm looking for. It also could be, it could be an Aries, fire sign, but it's like wanting all control, and then when you don't get it, it's throwing a fit, basically. This was in the past position. Could have been somebody, embracing those energies or whatnot from your past. Could be you. Take it as it resonates. What do we have? Present energy, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you. Four of Pentacles, and this is holding on. Holding on to your money, holding on to everything that you own, taking into account for what you have. And I say money because Pentacles, that's what Pentacles are all about. It's about your coins, your money, your stability, your abundance. And that's more control, taking control of what you have. Maybe taking back, holding on to it, not being so giving. What do we have coming in for Sagittarius, please? What do we have coming in for Sagittarius, please? Thank you. The Chariot. So that's water energy. That could be Cancer. Doesn't have to be. They could have water in their chart. This is fast-moving action. Somebody coming in to deliver something, a message. It could be an emotional message regarding feelings and whatnot. That's that kiss me, we're on fire, babe. That passionate energy, if you will. Underneath the deck, we've got the Five of Pentacles. And so that is somebody being left out in the cold. Maybe you felt like you were being left out in the cold and somebody's rushing back to let you know that no, that's not in fact what's happened. Maybe it was this Aries energy in the past that had left you out in the cold. And so you had to reassess the situation, hold on to everything that you had, and move forward. That's that water energy. But let's clarify this for Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. Okay. Energy going into this, more fire energy. I'm telling you, it's been hitting all night. It's a passionate new beginning with the Ace of Candles. And when I say passionate, like it can be actual physical, like intimate, romantic passion, or it can also be passionate about like a business venture, something that you're passionate about, a project, that kind of stuff, work, that kind of stuff. But that's just the energy going into it. Let's clarify the Emperor in reverse, please. One card. Thank you. The World. So this was the ending of a cycle. I feel like it was the ending of maybe this Emperor's reign. Or just that controlling aspect of that Emperor. Had to figure out a new way, new cycle. Okay, let's clarify this Four of Pentacles, please. I just heard attitude adjustment. I don't know why, but there could have been. Ooh, and I also heard fight fire with fire. Because if you're fighting with an Aries and you're a Sagittarius, that is fighting fire with fire. So clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles. And so that is like, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, it's the independent woman, right? But this is talking about independence, prosperity, having everything that you need, being in the garden of happiness, like just like, independence. Like you've got everything that you want. So, and I think, this is clarifying the Four of Pentacles. It's like taking into account everything that you have and realizing that you really do have everything that you need. It's like you're good, right? But also then protecting that, holding on to it, taking care of it. So then what do we have coming in for the Chariot? What do we have clarifying the Chariot? Thank you. We have the King of Cups. So this could be an actual Cancer because that is like water signs, double confirmation of water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So this could be a male or masculine Cancer or water sign coming in to give you some type of message or actual gift present. He's holding a bottle of wine right here. Something. I see a lot of like happiness and wish fulfillment coming through in this Chariot card. Messages of like happiness, and he's smiling here. Underneath the deck, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is, be careful about this energy, because the Knight of Wands is your one night stand. He's your in and out man. He comes and goes as he pleases. He's very passionate, but he's there for a good time, but not a long time, if you know what I'm saying. And this doesn't necessarily have to be like intimate or anything like that, but even in business, you don't want somebody who's in and out, in and out, in and out, right? They're not really good at holding true to their word. They just say what they feel is good at the time, right? So just be wary of that. That's what you have to look into. But that's it. Then we move forward to this 9, the Santa Muerte oracle here. And so this is talking about water energy again and balancing your emotions, making sure that, again, the acronym or the example that I used earlier, with water, you can flourish and nourish your crops and plants, but you can also drown them with water. And that's what this is talking about. So you're a fire sign. You may be dealing with a water sign. Make sure that you're correct in actions. Okay, so then moving on, we've got Direction Guardian, choosing your path, choosing your direction that you want to take with this situation. Let's read into this and get a better message on this. Direction Guardian. If I can find... Okay, let's see. Direction Guardian 96. All right, connect to your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at crossroads and don't know which way to go, when we are unsure of what is right for us or the bigger picture. They can help us know what is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. One was the child, the cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. These 4 faces show that angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. Also, I feel like you should look for like spirit guides, animals, that type of thing. Ooh. And, if you see one of those, look up the spiritual definition. It might give you a message there. All right, then talking about spirit messages, it's that frog card again. Like I said, this is all about transformation. And I feel like once you trust your inner guide, once you receive this message, and figure out which direction you're going to take, you're going to see this massive transformation with this frog-like energy. But this card says, may the lily beneath your breasts allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. Very poetic. All right, we've got keywords: transformation and serenity. Butterflies are often what comes to mind when we think of transformation. But let us not forget, frogs are also a symbol of transformation, going from a tadpole that lives in water, another water connotation, to a frog that accepts land and water. For some species, this process takes a couple of weeks. For others, it can take months and even a year to transform from one thing to another. When frog comes croaking, know that you are transforming, or the process will begin soon. This is a positive transformation, not the sort of dramatic transformation one might expect with a banshee card. This transformation is easygoing, so much so that you might not even know that it's happening. It's a subtle shift that occurs in the background until one day you realize that things are different. There is nothing you need to do to move this change along. Like the frog, your higher self will take over and guide you through the instinct. You need only pay attention to the urges you feel and follow those urges when they strike. This message is amplified if you have also pulled the wolf card. Be patient and note that this transformation has come to your awareness. This is not something that can be rushed or forced. Like the frog, this transformation may take days, weeks, maybe even a year or two to transform completely. All unfolds in accordance with your divine destiny. I think that is a beautiful card to end this reading with. You are in the middle of a beautiful transformation that is coming through. Just be, watching for it and know that there's nothing that you can do to change it or speed it up or anything. All good things take time. That said, thanks, for joining me for this reading. I hope that you've had a super happy Halloween, and this upcoming Day of the Dead season. The veil's the thinnest, and so if you want to speak to your ancestors right now, looking for direction or guidance, now's the time to do it. You've got it right there in the cards. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell in the corner. That way you get updated notifications of my videos. If you want to book a reading or sign up for the newsletter, I'm going to have that coming up soon. All of that is in the description below, along with the decks that we used tonight. So as you know, Sagittarius, it's together we grow. I look forward to having you on the channel again next week for next week's reading, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace.